You know that one friend who can eat a whole chili pepper and call it mild, while you start sweating after one bite of buffalo wings? Yeah, this video's about those people. Spicy food divides humanity like few other things can. Some chase that burning sensation like it's a sport, while others would rather lick sandpaper. So why is it that some people crave the heat, while others run from it as if their tongues were on fire? Today, we're breaking down the science, psychology, and maybe a little masochism behind our love-hate relationship with spicy food. Right here, on History of Food. First, let's clear something up. Spiciness isn't actually a taste. Your tongue can detect sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. But spicy, that's technically a pain response. When you eat chili peppers, you're not tasting heat. You're feeling pain. That burning sensation comes from a compound called capsaicin, found in the white membranes inside chili peppers. Capsaicin binds to receptors in your mouth that normally detect heat, the same ones that tell you not to drink boiling soup. So when you eat a jalapeno, your brain basically screams, "We're on fire," even though your tongue is perfectly fine. It's pain, but the fun kind. Here's where it gets interesting. When your brain senses that danger, it responds by releasing endorphins and dopamine, your body's natural painkillers and pleasure chemicals. In other words, eating spicy food literally gives you a rush. It's like your body saying, "Congratulations, you survived the volcano. Here's a shot of happiness." That's why people often describe spicy food as addictive. Not because of the flavor, but because of the feeling. It's the same mechanism behind thrill-seeking activities like roller coasters or horror movies. So if you're a spice lover, congratulations. Your brain's a bit of an adrenaline junkie. Now, not everyone's wired the same way when it comes to heat. Genetics play a big role in how we experience spice. Your sensitivity depends on how many TRPV1 receptors, the heat detectors you have, and how easily they activate. Some people have more, some have fewer, and some have receptors that are just less reactive. So while one person eats a habanero and feels like their tongue is dying, another might only get a pleasant warmth. It's not about bravery, it's biology. Interestingly, spice tolerance can also be trained. Regular exposure to spicy food actually desensitizes those receptors over time. That's why people in countries like Mexico, India, and Thailand, where chili is part of daily life, tend to have much higher heat tolerance. Basically, if you can't handle spice, it's not your fault. You just didn't grow up playing hot pepper roulette for breakfast. You might think liking pain is weird, but evolution might have had a good reason for it. Capsaicin doesn't just burn humans. It kills or repels bacteria, fungi, and even certain parasites. Studies have found that in hot climates, cultures use more spices in their food, not for flavor alone, but because it helped preserve food before refrigeration existed. Spice was ancient food safety tech. It killed harmful microbes and made risky foods safer to eat. So, over generations, people in these regions learned to associate the burn with survival, and eventually, enjoyment. In short, your love for spicy curry might be your ancestors' way of saying, "You're welcome for not dying from bad chicken." Beyond biology, culture plays a massive role in how we experience spice. In countries where spicy food is common, kids are introduced to chili early, sometimes before they can even talk. By the time they're adults, their brains have learned that heat equals flavor, not pain. Meanwhile, in places where spicy food isn't as common, the reaction is more, "Why does my tongue hate me?" There's even research showing that people who enjoy spicy food tend to be more sensation-seeking, meaning they enjoy excitement, novelty, and a little bit of risk. That's right. Spice lovers are statistically more adventurous. So next time someone orders the extra hot sauce, don't judge. They're just living life on hard mode. On the flip side, if you can't stand spicy food, you're not weak. Your body's just being cautious. For some, the burn triggers sweating, runny noses, and even mild panic. That's because your brain doesn't know the difference between "I ate a chili" and "I'm literally overheating." Also, digestive systems vary. Some people's stomach linings and intestines are more sensitive, meaning too much heat can cause discomfort or acid reflux. So if you're spice intolerant, it's not because you're soft. Your body just decided, nope, we're not doing this fire hazard thing. Here's the twist. That fiery pain might actually be helping your body. Capsaicin has been linked to some legit health benefits. It can boost metabolism, help with pain relief, and even reduce inflammation. Some studies suggest it may help with heart health and digestion when eaten in moderation. Plus, spicy foods often make you eat slower, drink more water, and feel full faster. All sneaky bonuses if you're watching your diet. Of course, too much spice can backfire, literally. Overdoing it can cause irritation, ulcers, or digestive distress, the kind that makes you question your life choices. Balance, as always, is key. Now, let's talk about the true spice maniacs. The people who enter chili eating contests. These events aren't just about flavor, they're about endurance. Contestants eat peppers like ghost chilies or Carolina Reapers, which can reach over 2 million Scoville units, roughly 200 times hotter than a jalapeno. For comparison, pepper spray used by police measures about 1.5 to 2 million Scoville units. So yeah, these people are basically eating pepper spray for fun. And yet, they keep doing it, because the pain, the adrenaline, and the bragging rights combine into a rush that's hard to resist. It's the same reason people run marathons or jump out of planes. A weird mix of suffering and satisfaction. Here's the twist. People who love spicy food aren't chasing pain. They're chasing control. When you eat something spicy, you experience danger without the danger. It's pain you can stop anytime by putting down your fork or drinking some milk. That balance, fear with safety, pain with pleasure, is what makes it so addictive. It's like your brain's saying, this hurts, but I'm in charge of it. So in a way, spice lovers aren't masochists. They're just thrill seekers with excellent snack choices. So why do some people love spicy food while others can't stand it? It comes down to biology, upbringing, culture, and a dash of personality. Some people's brains are wired to enjoy the rush, while others' bodies are just trying to protect them from what feels like mouth lava. Either way, there's no right or wrong. Whether you're a hot sauce collector or someone who finds black pepper too intense, your taste buds are perfectly valid. So, next time you see someone sweating through a plate of hot wings, just smile and remember, they're not suffering, they're celebrating. And if you can't handle the heat, well, that's fine too. Someone's got to hold the milk. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.